So this reading is for a particular group of people that have been undergoing, who have been on this journey for quite some time now, and who have been actively dedicated and focused on being a better version of themselves, like doing the work. They've been doing the work. So like the messages that talk about how the masculine's returning, those messages, so in some ways the message, the masculine is returning. The reason why the message keeps coming up like that is because the collective feminine wants contact. So they're influencing the reading. So it's like when I'm doing a reading for myself, and if I want a particular outcome, I want a particular answer, I could energetically influence the message. So for many feminines, they're collectively manifesting this story. But for others, they have been doing the work. So this would be the feminine, collective, unbalanced, in the process of healing, in the process of the spiritual growth and development, the darkness, doing the shadow work. And then there's the other group, you can see here, like that's working on it. Working on yourself. Fighting those demons, dealing with your depression, working through the anxiety. And then the other group, they're the ones that have been doing the work, and they will be receiving communication from the divine masculine. It's just a matter of time. Any minute now, they'll be receiving communication. So drop it. Stop doubting it. Drop it. You're good enough. You've been working your ass off. You deserve partnership. Drop it. It's happening. There's no need to stress. There's no need to worry. Divine feminine energy. Being emotionally secure, knowing your worth, nurturing, loving yourself, being compassionate, devoted, listening to your intuition, trust, and be receptive. It's happening. A love offering is coming. So this message is for the feminines that have been doing the work. So they're surrendered. So surrender. Let go. See? If it hasn't happened yet, there's a reason why it hasn't happened. So just relax. See, this came out before. The shuffling that I did prior to this, the most recent shuffling, this came out. Okay, so the Nine of Wands, look at the imagery. It speaks for itself, wouldn't you say? So it's like, okay, so the masculine wants to come in, wants to be like, hi, how are you doing? What are you up to? Been thinking about you. I want to share my feelings. I want to establish a new beginning. I want to, a slow and steady building of a relationship, because the old relationship was built on a faulty foundation. And now it's like, okay, I'm ready for a new beginning. I'm ready for a new experience. Let's plant the seed. Let's set the intention. So what is the intention? The intention is love. So this, you got the love here. And then you got the love, and then you got the solidification of the commitment. Yes, this is a collective. Thank you. I feeling more receptive. In like a week ago, I'd probably been like, I've been like, this work, this work. But now I'm like feeling better. So that's awesome. I'm feeling it. You know, surrender, let go, trust. You got no options. You have two options. You can trust or not trust. Like, to be or not to be. That is the question. Do you want to be in a relationship or do you not want to be in a relationship? Do you want your relationship to be happy and healthy and fulfilling? Or do you want it to be depressing, depleting? Like, it's your decision. Easier said than done, right? When you're caught up in your head. But it's, you know, you have this, it's available to you. But whether or not you want to receive it, receive the support. All right, and then so I wanted to reflect on this message because this message actually has more depth than most people. Like, you know, a lot of the cards people have very basic, not basic, but I'm just saying, like, there's more. Let's go further in depth into the meaning of this card. All right, so here are some keywords that represent the Nine of Wands. Persistence, standing strong, being on guard, resilience, perseverance, stamina, and the last stand. So let's think about that in relation to this relationship and the process of entering into union, the process of receptivity, you know, waiting to receive communication, but doing the work. All right, so it's basically you've built this foundation, you're established within. You've been listening to your intuition. You're not so scattered and distracted as you were before when you were first involved with this person, because you have been doing your inner child healing. You're feeling more connected. And then because of this, there's been a shift. So there's been a change. And also this is representing entering into a new season. So next week we will be entering into Cancer season. So that will be happening on the 21st, which is the summer solstice. And the King and Queen of Cups speak to us about water energy, our emotions, and also Cancer. So this is having a romantic, heartfelt, loving, nurturing connection. But to have this, you have to be receptive. You have to focus on your life's purpose, soul growth and evolution, age of Aquarius, creating a new world, a world where we can, you know, be vulnerable, where we can be authentic, you know, without being judged. So you're standing strong in your conviction. You're standing strong in your knowing. You're cultivating stamina so that the stamina can keep you going. So it's like, okay, in the past, you were willing to let people come through and basically you were willing to let people influence you negatively. You were taking on other people's pain. And so now you've established confidence, and now that you're balanced, you're taking a stance. You're like, nope, I'm not going to let myself be affected by the beliefs and opinions of other people. I'm going to do what I need to do. I'm going to stay in hold my energy, hold my stance. Right? But then at the same time, there is a weariness. And there is still some blockages. So some feminines are holding on to resentment. Some people or some feminines haven't fully let go. So they're having a hard time trusting. You know, they're on guard. But the reason why, this is the other reason why now the masculine's coming in, because they're no longer, the feminine's energy is no longer accessible to them like it was in the past. Because they're like, no, like, I know my worth and I deserve better than what you're giving. I deserve commitment. I want what I want and I'm going to get it. And then that's what caused the shift. Because the feminine started focusing on their life's purpose. They're more focused. Right? It's like when they were a kid. They were doing it because it was fun. It felt good. You know, they're picking flowers. They're in the moment. They're, you know, feeling the breeze on their skin and the sun shining down upon them. And that's what's been happening with the feminine. They're becoming more authentic. They're more connected to their true self, their inner being, their higher power. So then that's brought on. So it's cultivating a new belief. So you're setting an intention. So in a week from now, well, over a week, so next week on the 21st, we have the summer solstice. And then on the 28th, we have the new moon in Cancer. So we're entering into Cancer season on the 21st, and Cancer is a water energy, and it talks to us about, or this energy speaks to us about our emotions, as well as protection, because Cancer glyph is the crab. So then that's also making me think about the Knight of Wands and the protection that they have placed around them. But if you're listening to your intuition and you're loving yourself first and you're being patient and you're trusting in the process and you're envisioning the ideal outcome and you're working on yourself and you're just open to this this flow, going with the flow, and you're just consistent forward movement, then what will happen is they'll come on in. But they won't just be, you know, they won't be that immature, non-committal masculine. Like, they will want a commitment. But the feminine has to make sure that they don't fall back into the old way, where they're, you know, they're trying to control or they're insecure. Because if they can do this, if they can maintain their stance and they can maintain their energy, new beginning, solid foundation based in love and commitment. So there we go. That is your reading, Divine Feminine and Masculine. I hope you found this reading helpful. If so, please like, comment, or drop an emoji. That would be great. Help me circulate my wisdom. Help me circulate this wisdom. It's not my wisdom. This is coming from Spirit. Spirit's telling me what I need to say. I'm just the channel.